It's the chilling crime drama which left millions struggling to sleep at night, including one of the show's stars, Daniel Mays.
Yes, he'll be telling us about that next. But first, here he is as DCI Peter Jay in Des.
Did you kill these men? How many people did you kill in Melrose Avenue? Did you kill Kenneth Ockenden?
If I hadn't wanted you to, you wouldn't have found me. So why would I lie to you now?
Look at the photos.
I've been convicted of no crimes as of yet, therefore I am innocent until proven guilty.
Where is this coming from?
In category A, like some kind of dangerous criminal.
Look
what am I
at
gonna
the
do?
photos
I'm gonna
and tell me if you've killed these
intimidate
men.
a witness?
Yes.
I'm your only witness.
Did you kill this man?
No comment.
Oh, it's incredible. Daniel joins us now, and it's lovely to see you. I have really enjoyed this. I mean, it's been dark and terrifying, but just brilliant. And across the board, it's had 5-star reviews. And you say that this is the one thing, not the one thing, you've been in lots of brilliant things, but loads of people have said to you how incredible it's been.
Oh, the response has been sort of overwhelming, really. As you said, the critical response, the viewing figures. I mean, there's been so much care and diligence gone into such a tough subject matter. So the fact that it's landed with the audience like this is just incredibly pleasing. Yeah, it's brilliant.
You nearly didn't take it because of the subject material.
No, I think possibly, Phil, you're referring to the nightmares that I had when I was doing the research. I woke my poor wife up on 2 occasions. I thought I was locked in an attic with Dennis Nilsen, and so it happened.
Scary.
Yeah.
But didn't you look when you looked at the script first of all? Didn't you think, oh, yeah, I'm not sure about this?
No, I looked at the script and I read Jason Watkins and David Tennant, and I was pretty much sold on that. So that was it.
And so the production, obviously, like you said, I mean, this was years in the making, loads and loads of research for this. And you actually met with your on-screen character's real-life family. And sadly, DCI Peter Jay, he passed away, 79, he had cancer. But to meet that family and to know what it was like for them when he'd be coming home, having been in this hideously dark world, and then try and conduct a normal family life, must have been really valuable for you to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I had a fantastic lunch with Linda and Simon, and you know, they just shared their memories of Peter, and they did say that he was a policeman that was able to very much leave his work in the office. But of course, when it comes to the Nilsen case, it was unprecedented for him and his team. They'd never encountered anything on this scale before, and without a shadow of a doubt, it certainly took its toll on him. You know, I guess Des is a great investigation into how policing was like in the early 80s. You know, the police were not privy to counselling. Yeah. They were dealing with, you know, such serious subjects. And, you know, it was basically how they deal with it. And they did an incredible job. It was a mammoth undertaking. It was emotionally draining for all of them. It was an expensive case to crack, and more than anything, the driving force for Peter Jay was to get the conviction and to identify all of the victims, because essentially it was a murder investigation in reverse. Here he was admitting to 15 murders, and they had inconclusive evidence. Yeah. So for him, it was all about getting closure for the families.
And for you on the set, you said that David Tennant actually went method on this one.
He kept separate to all of the actors playing the police. I mean, we had bonded as a group, as you could imagine, all of the ensemble playing the police. And I mean, that brilliantly comes across in the piece as well. But certainly when David stepped out, when we were doing the interrogation scene in the first episode, you know, I think we instinctively all knew that he was keeping himself separate, and he was very focused in on what he had to do. And I think collectively, as a group of actors, we completely respected that. I mean, to sit across from David Tennant in that role, I mean, I've been acting for 20 years, and it's one of the most eerie, captivating performances I've ever worked across from. So, and I think for my money, I think he's given the sort of performance of his career. He's absolutely stellar in this performance.
I couldn't agree more, actually. And his appearance, but also his mannerisms are so eerily accurate to the man himself. I mean, it's extraordinary.
Yeah, I mean, you can see an actual interview with the real Nilsen, and then when you compare it to David's performance, it's quite uncanny. He even perfected his signature. There was one scene, I don't think it's in the end result, but the end film, but he had to sign the statement at the end of the interrogation, and he nudged me, and he had his phone in his hand, and he was like, "What do you think of that, Danny?" And it was absolutely identical to Nilsen's signature. Just give you a little bit of an insight into how detailed David is in his work.
And I mean, sort of many things in the 1980s. You know, people smoked an awful lot. Were you given a plaque?
Do you know what? I knew you were going to. Here is my award. It's the most cigarettes smoked on screen award.
The most cigarettes smoked on screen award.
Yeah, this was presented to me on the final day of the shoot because it was well into the hundreds. Oh, you've got a picture of it there. I beat you to it. But yeah, listen, I mean, everyone's talking about the smoking. Let me tell you, they were herbal and they did have filters in them, so it wasn't as bad as everyone's making out.
No, it wasn't. It was the 1980s.
Of its time. Yeah. So obviously, having done something like that, which is very intense on set, you need to do something a bit lighter and go and work with your very, very good friend, who I know you always have a laugh with. You did on this show, in fact, you and Stephen Graham, and this is Code 404. I think we should have a look back at when you were on this show last time.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Stephen, you're responsible for Daniel's marriage and his children.
There they are.
He asked her out after I'd sweetened her up and all that, and she said no.
Why did she say no?
Personal. And then when we
say no, come on. Why did you say no?
Because he was a little bit too young.
So how did he win you round then?
Handsomeness, yeah.
I don't know whether you realise, but Father Christmas has just been.
What?
Your chimney.
That's the craft corner.
Craft corner. Craft corner.
I fell for it again then. I was like, I can't believe we just showed that again.
So you're back with him on 404?
Yeah, with my good mate Steve Graham. We are right in the middle of the second series of Code 404. So we've got about 2 weeks to go, but we're having a brilliant time with each other. To work with Steve is an absolute dream because we just get on like a house on fire. So there's lots of corpsing, there's lots of outtakes, and but it's going to be a brilliant second series. We're so proud how the first series landed, and there's new characters and the same jokes and the brilliant script from Daniel Peake. So yeah, we just got to get to the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then White Lines, which everybody loved during the summer. It was like the Netflix hit. No series 2 of that though.
No, unfortunately, there's not going to be a second series. I mean, we're all slightly miffed at that, I have to say, because it seemed to just capture the audience's attention. It was a brilliant show to perform in, out in Mallorca and Madrid.
Yeah.
But I guess you know, it kind of worked as a limited series. You found out
Sometimes
who
it's
killed
just
we
who.
leave it there.
We should say all episodes of Des are on the ITV Hub. Thank you, Daniel.
Lovely to talk to you. Thank you.
Absolute pleasure, guys.